so the Browns sign him. Oh, here we go. See,
One,
this is
two,
ESPN.
three.
This is our TV people.
Oh.
Yeah, signed by, yeah. So he just signed with the Browns for a year. He was with the Falcons
That's five.
last
Five.
year. 49ers, was on the Bucs practice squad. Dolphins.
I feel bad for him.
Yikes.
Because you have to settle
You feel
in.
bad for him?
Yeah, because every time you look, every one of those teams you look at, that's a different offense he has to learn. So how do you become a master if everything is changing? Like, how do you develop? He's still a young guy. Like, and I feel so bad for him because I think that Arizona did him wrong.
All right, so but he's there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't know. Well, maybe we'll find out today. But you know, the Deshaun Watson situation now in Cleveland. Like, how many games will he miss? There is. You and I talked about this on our show. There's been some speculation that it won't be a full year. In fact, it could be even dramatically less than a full year. Maybe even half the year or lower, depending on some of the reports. If you want to believe them, we could get some news as early as today. Hopefully, we will. Just to get some context on it.
Of course, news dump on Friday. Way to go, NFL.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But right now, it's Jacoby Brissett, right? And then, you know, Josh Rosen is signed for training camp. They had Case Keenum. He has now moved on. Should the Browns think about Jimmy Garoppolo, who the 49ers now have said to him and his representation, you are free to go find a trade if you'd like. Would that make sense for the Browns just to get through this year?
No, especially if we anticipate. You don't think the Browns understand the fact that they signed the quarterback and the level of quarterback that they signed let you know that they really intend on having Deshaun Watson, you know, for them, you know, in the near future. You know, like you said, maybe the first quarter of the season, he may be gone.
The fact that the Browns haven't really done anything, I'm not going to say aggressive, but they haven't really given us any indication of a contingency plan, right?
Yeah.
It's got to tell you that they feel like Deshaun is going to play this year.
Oh, absolutely.
And probably play, if not half, majority of the game.
I have no doubt in my mind.
Because there's no safety net.
Yeah.
There's no safety net at all for this team right now.
I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to play this year. I think that's a given. Like, we all know that really the president was set when you look at Ben Roethlisberger and what he got. It was 8-6, right? So what I expect them to do, I expect them to come with a suspension and Deshaun Watson to accept the suspension and not, you know, go and appeal it. Because, you know, so I think that's the negotiation that they're probably having now because, you know, if you appeal it, you can still play, and then it makes a whole mess, and then, you know, it becomes a media storm because he's playing while he's under these allegations. You want finality to it. Did I just make up a word, finality? I've been reading about the source.
Finality. Yeah,
okay,
finality.
I've been reading about the source.
Not like yesterday when what did I say? Reply. Don't know why.
Reply.
I just suddenly, you know, I went deep south.
It's ply that you reapply.
It's ply, and then it's reply. I don't know why I did that yesterday, but it was hilarious. There is a suggestion later in the show we'll get to of another place that Jimmy Garoppolo could go. And as far as the Browns go, we have Jake Trotter joining us later in the show as well to give us the latest on what's happening in Cleveland, the expectations, of course, with Deshaun Watson, and if there is any news on that front, which there could be. We certainly will get it to you as soon as we can. But the Garoppolo situation, I mean, Bart, there isn't anywhere for him to go. Like, where are –
he's falling out
think
of
about a
musical
team
chairs.
Right now with training camp set to open in a couple of days, next week.
Yeah.
Give me the team that has the need for a quarterback that is in that place. Because there are some teams that you could say, well, they don't have a great quarterback situation, but they're probably waiting for the draft to fix that problem, right? Because this will be a decent quarterback draft. Yeah. So there's really not a place that feels like a fit for Jimmy Garoppolo right now.
I can think of a place where you want to have a little security. You know what I mean? We all know that Jimmy G is one of these guys that come, you know, holler and slide in your girls' DMs. You know what I'm saying? So like you think about, he's one of these guys that, you know, pull up to your team and try and take your spot. And what we always say is the same thing: make you laugh, make you cry. Yeah. So when I look at it, I say, well, what team has this type of environment where it can be like they'll take an aspiring contract because they're a team that's right there, right, that can win a championship. And it goes back to the Tennessee Titans and the fact that last year it was because Ryan Tannehill didn't show up. They were the number 1 seed without Derrick Henry the entire year. So now you want a little security. You can give Malik Willis, who needs a redshirt year, and have him come in the same way. Ryan Tannehill was whispering in Vrabel's ear oh, man, Marcus Mariota.
Mariota.
That's an easy read. That's an easy read, right? And now the same thing make you laugh, make you cry. You lose them how you got them, right? So I can see Jimmy G going there because they can absorb that, and they want an expiring contract on there because they want to move on from Ryan Tannehill next year, and I think they'll move on from anybody else and let Malik Willis have the ability to win a champion or develop after that.
Interesting. Another team that might be interested, but maybe down the road, and ironically, it's a player that he couldn't replace the first time around. What about Tampa?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.